Hey there, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. Every week I come into your life really to do three things: multiply your life, multiply your money, and even multiply your business. Today I'm at the Greatness Factory of Nashville, Tennessee, back from a riding trip on Pray Drive. I went into the woods to go deeper on this book I'm writing called Flip the Switch, and I'm excited about bringing it to you. But this week, Jack, we're focused on one thing, and let me tell you what we're focused on, folks: follow up. Freaking follow up like crazy, folks, because I'm doing fanatical follow up on Thursday. So I've been rereading, repackaging, repurposing the book $1 Million Follow Up I wrote many years ago. And man, I have come to believe that follow up is on dreams, ambition, life, aspirations, partnerships. There is such a bigger play on follow up than just following up on leads. So today on Super Coach, I'm going to show you the 4 things that trigger a person to make a buying decision. Because part of the follow-up is helping a person come to a decision. And as you know, that word decide means to kill off. Part of the follow-up is helping them make a decision. So today on Super Coach, I'm breaking down the 4 things that will trigger a buying decision. I'm Coach Michael Burt. I'm in studio, and you're watching Super Coach.
Everybody needs a coach in life. Coaching businesses and entrepreneurs like you to spike an additional 40% to your bottom line. Michael Burt is a multi-championship coach, best-selling author, trainer, motivator, and all-around super coach. Now, from the Greatness Factory Studios, this is Super Coach.
Welcome to Super Coach every Monday. What's up, everybody? Coach Michael Burt. I'm back. I've been in the woods. Well, the woods today to me looks like a nice Ritz-Carlton. Or actually a Westin. I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee this weekend working on my new book, Flip the Switch. I got a hard deadline on that May the 1st. And I'm studying successful people, and I'm going deeper on the concept of Pray Drive, which is an instinct to take an action. And so, man, I'm back this week. And I'm gearing up for a big session Thursday at my lodge. You can come live or you can watch it virtually. We expect 300 people to be watching that Thursday. And the topic is fanatical follow-up. And through this process, you know, I've written 16 books. I'm writing book number 17. And I'm going back and I'm rereading and going through some of the content. And more than anything, I've recommitted to my follow-up. And I've broadened the scope of follow-up. So if you're listening to this, just search America's Coach. All of my podcasts are at America's Coach, Flip the Switch, Person of Interest, whatever else we got, Jack, right? $1 Million Coach. We got all kinds of stuff. But every week I do a podcast on Super Coach, and I have broadened my scope. I used to think that follow-up was merely about one thing, about leads, like people were interested in your product or service. Therefore, you were following up with those people to try to bring them to a buying decision. I have since opened up my mind just through evolution and the maturation of life. And I'm now thinking, man, follow-up is on dreams. You got dreams you need to follow up on. You got hopes you need to follow up on. You got strategic partners you need to follow up with. You got ambitions. You got a Pray Drive. And all day long, if you follow me around, I know one of our 25K members, Rick Wurtzel, wanted to come in and shadow me for a day. And I said, man, come on. What you're going to see me do all day long, Christopher, is you're going to see me follow up with people. I follow up with my team members. I follow up with leads. I follow up with strategic partners. This morning, I was following up with Rob O'Neill, the Navy SEAL that shot Osama bin Laden. He and I are talking about doing an event called Navy SEALs, Not Baby SEALs. How about that, folks? Out at the lodge, yeah. And that happened because Justin Myers introduced me to Rob O'Neill. He came to the Country Nights at the Lodge, which is coming up April 17th. We had a great conversation. Hey, let's do something together. Follow up. When can we get together? When can we get on a Zoom? When can we talk about it? Follow up, man, on dreams, possibilities, opportunities. Following up, though, Jerry Fusell. Today we're talking about Monster Solar, Jack. What's going to happen when Coach Burr gets into the solar business? Jordan Belfort got into the solar business. I bet old Coach Burke could get in there too. Train up the troops, send them out into the world, selling solar. It's a possibility. Monster Solar. I'm following up on Monster Accounting today. We're about to release accounting services. Tax strategy for folks, right? Great accounting. Got to follow up on that. Monster Publishing, writing books for people. Got to follow up with people on that. Monster Health. I saw my wife. She must be reading the book $1 Million Frog because she's following up on old Michael O'Donnell on the health program to make sure he's getting his accountability. Folks, we're in the follow-up business. We present ideas and we follow up. If you don't like idea number 1, we go to idea number 2. If you don't like idea number 2, let's go to idea number 3. We're going to keep going until we have an idea that works for you, but we're going to follow up, and we're going to keep following up. Listen, an object at rest stays at rest unless acted on by an outside force. There is a science to follow up, and you got to understand what is the science and how do you bring a person to a decision, which means to kill off insecurity, doubt. I love studying a guy named Jimmy Evans. Jimmy Evans started Marriage Today. He's a pastor I listen to over and over and over. Man, I was listening today about King David. My favorite people in the Bible is King David. Man, he was a great man of strength and power, but he had some weakness, just like we all do. He struggled with pain. He struggled with his past. He struggled with how he was parented. He struggled with a lot of things. And I was thinking about that because Jimmy Evans talked about having doubt. Doubt is really a double vision. You got a vision of going and doing something big, and at the same time, you got a vision of doing something small, folks. You got one vision that says I want to go and one that says I want to stay. That is doubt. You got a double-minded vision. And so follow-up to me is now like, how do I help people follow up at a higher frequency? How do I help you turn this into a science? And so you got to really understand the purpose of the follow-up. So in this segment, I'm going to give you 2 of the 4 buying triggers. Okay, a trigger is something that causes a person to take an action. In the sales cycle, it causes a person to act. An object at rest will stay at rest unless acted on by an outside force. It's that simple, folks. An object at rest will stay at rest unless acted on by an outside force. You have to be that force. They are in the current of the urgent. They are busy. They are distracted. They are moving their ball down the field toward their hopes and dreams. You come along, try to jump in front of the deal and say, man, hey, pay attention to me, versus getting in the boat, folks. So there's 4 things that cause a buying decision. This is really the purpose of the follow-up. I'm going to be covering this in length this Thursday at my lodge. It's $57. It's called Fanatical Follow-Up. You'll probably make $1 million more as a result of this one training, in my opinion, because you're going to go back and follow up on deals and blue marlins and blue gills and level 10s and red zones. So here's the deal. Number 1, what triggers a buying decision? Number 1, rekindling the initial attraction to your product or service. One of the purposes of the follow-up is, man, you liked it, you wanted it, you were interested in it, and then you got distracted. The word distract means to pull apart. My job is to bring you back to what you wanted. Here's an example. I'm talking to a guy out in Scottsdale, Arizona. Eric White and I are working him. He wants to be a coach, but he's flipping houses. He's a real estate agent, but he wants to be a coach. His dominant focus, his aspiration, his ambition is to be a coach. It's not to flip houses, not to be a real estate agent, it's not to run a real estate team, although nothing wrong with those things. That's not what he wants to do. I am trying to move him from A to B. He told me this is what I want to do. And here's what I said. In my follow-up, man, I can't help you move from A to B until you take a step, until you commit an action, until you make a decision, until you kill something off, until you move in that direction. If not, man, we'll be talking about this 5 years from today. You'll still be flipping houses. You'll still be selling real estate. You'll still have a real estate team. And you won't have done a dang thing toward moving toward your ultimate aspiration, which is, right, becoming a coach. I can help you, but I can't help you till you commit to something. It's like me in greatness factories, man. I can't build greatness factories unless I take a step. Every day I got to take a step. I got to move from A to B. And so part of triggering a decision is like, look, wake up. Wake up. This is what you said was important. This is what you drew up. This is in your dream board, on your vision boards, folks. This is what you said you wanted to do. Now you're over here doing this, and it ain't got anything to do with doing that. So number 1, what triggers a buying decision is just calling it what it is, man. I like to say it like this. You're at A. You're trying to move to B. I can't move you toward B until you take an action. I'm trying to rekindle what you told me you wanted to do. They're not my dreams, by the way. They're your dreams. All I'm trying to do is help you reach your dreams, but I can't help you because of these blocks that you have, because of these mindsets that you got because of this. Hey, I'm stuck over here in this current of the urgent, and that is the rat race. That is what gets you caught up, folks. Every day I wake up and I have a page full of notes, Pastor Ken, of what I'm doing, man. Every single day I wake up and I got all these notes about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And I tell myself, okay, boom, I am doing this. I am doing this. I have these. I do this. Right? Like, I'm not telling you my personal business here, but every night I sit down and I'm like, I believe, I am doing. Okay? Now, you come along and try to help me do one of these things, you're valuable to me because you are helping me move from A to B. I got to get clear about B. B is a single tangible outcome I'm trying to drive. It is manifesting something that is in the imagination, that is in the mind. I am moving there, but until I take steps there. So my role in follow-up is to help you move toward your B. And I can't do that until you commit to something. Now, you may not have liked what I sent you, so let's go to option B. Instead of option A, let me give you option B. Oh, you don't like option B? It's okay. Let me give you option C, right? Let me keep giving you options until you're ready to take action. So number one, the first thing that triggers a buying decision is rekindling the initial discussion about what a person wants to do. This is why it's so important if you're selling, to ask another person, what are you trying to do? Well, I'm trying to get my team motivated. Well, I'm trying to make $1 million. Well, I'm trying to build greatness factors. Well, I'm trying to raise capital. Well, I'm trying to do this. See, there's a second step here. I'm frustrated because I see so many people come along and they're like, yeah, we'll do this, and yeah, we'll do that, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn it, slow down. Tell me exactly what you're going to do. Oh, I'm going to come in with a plan. And there's 4 steps to this plan. And here's how these steps work. And here's how it's going to help you raise the capital you're looking for. Build the greatness factories you need. Right? Like listen to what people are trying. Oh, I heard that you're trying to get 1,000 monster producers in your program. Oh, you're trying to get the monster militia up and going, right? Like let me help you do this. Okay? I'm going to type one of my team members on here. Okay? Let me help you. I'm trying to get to 1,000 monster producers here. Oh, I'm trying to build this monster militia. Oh, I'm trying to do this. Okay? Okay, if you could help me, then that is valuable. First thing that triggers a buying decision is getting a person's attention and rekindling their initial attraction. Second thing, and then we're going to take a break and come back on 2, is to clearly articulate how you can solve a problem for another person or present an opportunity to another person. And this is where, Jack, this is where it gets confusing. This morning I was coaching people that do debt-free life. That's how they use insurance to help a person get a debt-free life. And here's the concept. You can have an awareness of something, but not have a deep awareness of something. Like, I can understand debt-free life, but have no idea what that means. How do we achieve it? What's point A to B? How much does it cost me? What do I need to do? Like here's the deal. The second thing that triggers a buying decision is I have given you very clear information about how I'm going to move the needle in your life. The purpose of the follow-up is to articulate how you can solve a problem for another person or present an opportunity for another person. I'm doing this country nights at the lodge, Jack. If somebody could come along and say, look, man, I could sell 100 tickets. Right? 100 tickets at $500. That's $50,000. We pay the artists, we pay the drinks, we pay the catering, we pay the whatever, and we make a little bit of money so I can keep providing these incredible nights of entertainment. Well, seems confusing. Like, who's going to take charge of this? Who's going to lead the charge to sell the tickets? Should we do ads? Should we not do ads? Who right? It's unclear. Okay? And what I'm always looking for is, man, somebody take the ball and run with it. For the love of goodness here. I'm taking the project. I'm clear. Listen, when you're following up with the person, you need to say, look, I got this. There's 3 things I'm going to do. There's 4 strategies I'm going to use. I'm going to guarantee we sell 50 of those tickets, right? Maybe even 100. And we're gonna have the time of our life that night with old Matt Stale, right? And it's going to be an incredible night of connection, entertainment, follow-up, everything, right? It's clear. This is how I'm going to help you. See, people approach me all the time, and it's not clear in what they're going to do or how they're going to do it or how it's going to help me move the ball down the field, okay? So, number 1, rekindle the initial attraction. Number 2, articulate how you're going to solve a problem or how you're going to present an opportunity to another person. I'm Coach Michael Burton. I'm on a follow-up roll, folks. I'm digging in deep today. When we come back from the break, okay, I got 2 more ways to trigger a buying decision. And if you're following up any other way, other than the way I'm teaching you today, you're doing it freaking wrong. And this is the value of a coach in your life, coaching you in how to bring a person to a decision. I'm Coach Michael Burt, and you're watching Super Coach. I grew up listening to great country music when I would ride the back roads of Tennessee with my mom. I built an affinity for storytelling, for energy, for using the past to build a bigger future. When I purchased this 8,000 square foot lodge in Christiana, Tennessee, I said I want to have country nights at the lodge where major artists and entertainers come and entertain in an intimate setting where you can see and be inspired by the artist. But not only that, you can connect, you can network, you can be around some of the biggest people in the world, and you can have fun. I call that edutainment. April the 17th, I'm having country hitmaker Matt Stale at my lodge for country nights at the lodge. Come and have an incredible evening of entertainment, connection, and energy. Welcome back. Look at old Natalie Burt partying at the lodge, getting wild. What are we going to do with her? Okay, well, Jesse Rose, look at them. I'm watching those videos from country nights at the... Listen, if you're not coming to country nights at the lodge, something's bad wrong with you, folks. This is an incredible night with top entertainment. These are people you see at Bridgestone Arena. Look at that right there. These people you see at Bridgestone Arena. They're playing at my lodge. You're there with 100 people. Incredible evening of entertainment. Man, get your tickets today. We need to post the tickets right now. Let's see. Megan Farrell. Post the link to country nights in here. I want people showing up, folks. Eric White's posting the fanatical follow-up for Thursday. If you're out there, you've been following up. Folks, you're losing a lot of money if you're following up the wrong way. This is simple, man. This is simple. You got to change how you follow up. And that's really what we're talking about. I've recommitted in my life to following up like crazy. Right? I've recommitted to following up like crazy in my life. Okay? And I'm trying to get you to recommit. Okay? I'm going to see what this word... I'm going to pull up this word right here because I think it's very, very valuable for people. Okay? Person used copious earlier today. Definition, recommit, return, emotion, proposal. Okay? Recommit. What does motion recommit mean? Okay? That's the term I'm not looking for. Definition, recommitment. Here we go. To entrust or consign again. Okay? I'm recommitting to follow-up, folks. How many people recommit to follow-ups on here with me? Okay, because that's what we got to do. We got to recommit to following up on opportunity. That's what we got to do, okay? So today, here's what we're talking about. We're talking about the 4 things that trigger a buying decision. One of those things is rekindling the initial attraction, right, Brett Carey? That's number 1. Number 2, articulating in a clear way how you can solve a problem. And everybody drops the ball on this one. And when I say everybody does a terrible job of showing how you can solve a problem. Number 3 thing that triggers a buying decision is what I would tell you is a way to make a person think. This would be from a book called The Challenger Sale, which is where you continue to articulate your value. I heard Brad Lee say it took him 3 or 4 years to convince Grant Cardone to move to Online Academy. Cardone was sick of going on the road, sick of traveling. It took Brad Lee like 3 years to convince him, maybe more, to convince him that, hey, man, there's a product you can sell. You could be selling online academies. And he had to bring it up and bring it up again and show him other people that were making money. Like, he had to make him think. You, as part of your follow-up, have to make a person think. You're losing money. You're losing opportunity. You can't just keep putting it back on the consumer to figure this stuff out, folks. You have to articulate your value. Sometimes you got to say, look, the way you're looking at this is all wrong. Okay? The way you're looking at this is all wrong. I can't help you till you commit, man, but let me show you when you commit what could happen as a result of you following through on this. Okay? So number 3 is to make them think. This triggers a buying decision. Okay? Hey, I know you're going down this path. I think the way you're looking at it is all wrong. Let me give you an alternative way to look at this. And would you be open to looking at it this way? And number 4 is to challenge the premise. Here's what I figure out. I figure out that we don't know what we don't know. We get caught up in these tracks. And we're going down life and we think this is so hard. Somebody comes along and they says, man, the way you see the problem is the problem. There's a way to do this 100 times better than the way you're doing it. But you're so caught up in the way you do it. You're so not open to a new way that you just keep doing it the hard way. There's a hard way and there's an easy way. And some people know the easy way. It's like people that want to be coaches and they won't invest in coming to my coaching getaway, or they won't invest in the Michael Burt School of Speaking, Coaching, and Training. And here's the deal. I'm like, man, you go out and do this the hard way and be one of the 700,000 coaches that make $47,000 a year, or you can come out and do it my way, the way I've been doing it. So I could show you a better way to do this. So number 4 is challenge the premise. It's like there is a different way to do this. The way you're looking at it is all wrong. And you got to be a person of authority to be able to challenge another person like this, which is why your person of interest score matters so much. If you got no status and you try to tell a person, like, who are you trying to tell me how to do it? Like, it's like, I love when people give me feedback on my books that's never written a book. I'm like, man, how many books have you written? Well, none. I'm like, okay, then. You're really not qualified to give another person feedback on a book when you've never written a book, okay, or you've never done anything. So here, what I'm doing is I'm helping you understand what really triggers a buying decision, okay? And what really triggers a buying decision is something coming along and disrupting a pattern so that a person can go, oh, I get it. Now I need to move forward. Now I need to take action. These 4 things are part of the follow-up. The better you get at this, the more money you're going to make, the more closes you're going to have. The word close means to bring 2 things together. Okay, so let's recap here, folks. Number 1, rekindle the initial attraction. Number 2, articulate how you can solve a problem or present an opportunity. Number 3 is, what is number 3, Jack? I'm sitting here talking about it. Number 4 is challenge the premise. Number 3 is make them think. And number 3 and 4 could be similar. These are things I do when I follow up with people, okay? And I ask hard questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you about taking action? How long have you had these thoughts? Why are you so interested in doing this? Are you ready to play at a higher level, or are you ready to complain some more? I'm looking for Navy SEALs, not baby SEALs. Folks, I could go on forever and ever if you want me to. But I can't give it all away, Jack, because I need people to come on Thursday. Now, I'm looking for 300 Navy SEALs, folks, to come on Thursday and spend a day with me at the lodge getting world-class at this follow-up. I've been talking about follow-up for 21 days. I've talked about it so much I can't even see straight. But I'm ready to do this thing on Thursday. I'm going to bring everything I got. That day is going to change the way you follow up forever. I've been making notes right here of people I need to be following up with, things I need to be doing. Some of them are not any fun, trust me. But I got to do it, folks. I got to follow up and bring it to a close. So, thank you guys for watching Super Coach Today. Every week you can get these downloads. If you like podcasts, go anywhere. Anywhere where good podcasts are, click on America's Coach, get all of my podcasts. And every single week, good morning, good afternoon, David Starrett. Every single week, man, I bring you good stuff, I think. And I'm trying to help you and coach you. A good coach can help you advance in life. I'm Coach Michael Burt. This is Super Coach. I'll see you on Thursday at Fanatical Follow-Up.
Being coached by coach is awesome. Everybody needs a coach in life.
So it's intense. I feel like my favorite part about it, honestly, is it makes you stop and think, but then act right away. So for me, my switch was flipped.
Being around the people that are at this event, being around Coach Michael Burr and everything that he kind of like instilled in me in the past couple days, it was just incredible experience.
All I'm gonna tell you is that you guys are missing out if you're not here. Within the first minutes of me walking in here, my money was already paid. And it's not only gonna be just the people and the environment, it's the things that you can notice, the small things that you can notice.
After I met him, I came back home and I had a different energy with me. And that energy allowed me to fuel my business and completely grow it.
He is the real deal. What you see online or anywhere else on social media, he's that same guy in person. And so I really found him to be authentic and relatable to me.
I came to flip the switch basically to activate the prey drive. I feel like I was operating at amateur and I'm leaving here today just like not even pro, like a whole nother level. So if you're watching this video, you already know it's something you need to do.